Hey, what's up, guys? So today I have a little bit of a treat for you guys, and it's not hyperspin related, but it is gaming related, and it's basically a screensaver that is also an emulator, and so you can actually launch games right from the screensaver. So if you look at the screen right now, you can see that there's a bunch of video previews of different games, and if you look in the upper left corner, you can see that red cursor there. You can move it around. I'm moving it around now. That's basically how you select which game you want to play, and you can obviously customize the controls, and we'll go to that. We'll go into that in a minute. But basically, it's very simple to install, and this is not necessarily something that I would recommend you guys put on your Hyperspin machine, but you can definitely put this on any other machine. A laptop, anything. It's very small and it works great on everything that I've tested it on. So let's go ahead and show you guys how to get this installed. And you're going to see two links below. One of them is for the actual screensaver itself. Go to their website and download it. And the other link is going to have the rest of the files that you need to get this going directly from me. So let's take a look. First thing you're going to have when you download those two files is a Nintendo screensaver.zip file and a Nintendo screensaver 2015.zip. So go ahead and unzip this one, and that's going to give you two files. This one, which is the actual screensaver, and there's a README in there. So if you open up the README, you can see that it tells you to move the screensaver file into this directory here. And that is C Windows System 32. Just drop it right in there, and that'll install the screensaver for you. All right. The next thing you want to do is unzip this guy here, Nintendo screensaver.zip, and that's going to create this folder right here, Nintendo screensaver. And when you open that, you're gonna have some movie files in here and a list and some other stuff, and you don't need to worry about it. I'll show you what you need to do. So next, once you have that unzipped, and you can put this anywhere. I'm going to leave it on the desktop right now to make things easier. And so next you want to go right click on the desktop, go down to personalize, and go to screensaver. And mine's already chosen right here. Yours probably will not be. So just look for it here. Choose that one, Nintendo screensaver 2015. And go ahead and go right into settings here. And this is not going to be correct for you. So you're going to click the three dots, and you're going to scroll on over to your desktop, and you're going to look for the folder that you just extracted from my download, Nintendo screensaver, and you're going to select movies and hit OK. And now you told it where your movies are. And for game list, I already created one for you as well. So you're going to do the same thing, three dots. It's going to open the same folder again, and here is your list. So list.ngl, you're going to select that one and do open. And that's going to set your game list. Now, in here is obviously where you set up the rest of the settings, and you can tweak these to your liking. You have your video settings here. This is just how many tiles show up on the screen and things like that. And you have your, this one here is the one that you set up when you actually start a game. So how big you want the display to be when you actually start the game, that would be these settings right here. Then you have your input. So as you can see from the factory settings, you have default settings. Up is arrow key up, down is arrow key down, left and right, etc. Select and start are right shift and enter, and A and B buttons are A and S on the keyboard. Skip game, and then to actually take over game is F3. So that's the one that's going to let you actually pick one of those tiles and get into it and actually play the game. All right, so you can actually obviously change these to your liking, and you can even use a controller. So for now, we're just going to leave them like this. This is up to you guys. And again, you can tweak any of these other settings, but out of the box, once you set these two directories here, it's gonna work. So you don't even need to tweak any settings. It's just gonna work, and then you can just get in there and tweak them to your liking. So let's go ahead and hit OK on this one here, and we're gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna open it back up. I'm gonna go preview it. So as you can see, you have all of the tiles and video previews. So I'm gonna scroll around with the cursor keys, and I don't know, let's say you want to play this game right here. You go ahead and press F3 on the keyboard, and there you go. That actually brings the game to full screen and you can actually play the game. And on the bottom there's a scrolling text that tells you what the game is. I like that, so I know what game it is. If it's something cool that I don't know about, it'll let you know exactly what game you're playing. Now remember, this is a screensaver, guys, so you can set this up so that it, works just like any other screensaver. You set it to how long you want the computer to wait before using the screensaver, and then when you want to exit the screensaver, you just move your mouse just like any other screensaver. But if you use the keyboard, it won't exit. That's so you can scroll around and play, and that's the purpose of the screensaver to begin with. So again, you go in there, if you do a preview and you select the game, and let's see, it's something I'm sort of familiar with here. Scroll up. I don't know, let's try this one here. So I'm going to do F3. Takes me right into the game, and as you can see, I'm moving around and playing. A and S, remember, default settings. And that's it, guys. I think this is a really cool screensaver, probably the coolest screensaver I've seen. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.